picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
One of the most beautiful backdrops in all of college sports. LaBelle Edwards Stadium with the mountains shining behind it. Many say it is one of the most beautiful fields you'll ever play on. 63,000 strong, the Cougars have proven to be one of the best home crowds. Their spirit and their noise makes it a tough place to play at elevation. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Cougars will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Croma. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Drops back. It's Sperry. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Runs through a man. He might have space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll run it. It's Croma. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Noles want to move quickly. They give it back to him. Defense stands firm, and he does not make it in.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Burrowing for yardage. And he's in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's...
Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Sets his feet. It's Bachmeier. Oh, pressure's coming. Got a man in the middle. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Cougars. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top going 63 yards to the house. Deep in the end zone, it's Lewis. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Turning it on. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy. It's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The hand to the running back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Williams open on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Croma. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Singleton. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Powers inside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Along the sideline, got it in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sets his feet. It's Bachmeier. Finds his man. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
3rd and short now from their own 48. He'll try to get it through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Knowles. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass, and lots of room to run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Might as well run him again. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Crosses the 45. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Cougars will snap it on first and 10. Looking for room. It's Lindsey. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to throw. It's Buckmeyer. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Lyons. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
Not a chance. Missed it. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Hits inside, it's Croma. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long coming up. Dropping back, it's Berry. Under pressure. And it's a sack.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The play fake. Turns it loose. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Gonna run it. It's Chroma. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moves the pocket. It's Sperry. Out wide left, it's Singleton. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Touchdown, Florida State. Into the end zone for 6.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he tacked on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Buckmeyer. Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 10 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Ducks, locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That was the free safety, right? That looked like a skinny guy. Usually it's the big boys up front that are getting the sacks on the quarterback, but it's nice when you got guys of different speed that can chase these fast quarterbacks, catch them, and get them on the ground.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Takes the easy completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rush is on. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Quickly complete. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He wants to throw it. Rolls right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Quick give. It's Croma. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. On target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeps it, looking for the edge. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking downfield, it's Berry. Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Croma. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Gonna look downfield again. Look out. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Seminoles look to do some damage in the red zone. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Moving out to the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down to the air. Reels it in. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the back. Right side, it's Lindsey. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes.